Nanti
Aku tak ada record. Aku tak ada record. Aku tak ada record. Aku tak ada record. Ajay, kau kena bagi permission untuk aku
aku
record.
nanti tolong setkan mas.
Ya.
Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is such a peaceful evening we have here. Welcome to our forum, and we are glad to have all of you. Our issue of the forum for this evening is husband should bring more money to the family. First of all, let me introduce to all of you our panel for today, as most of them have a lot of knowledge and able to share their opinions regarding the issue that we will discuss. First of all, we have our lovely husband and wife, Mr. Muhammad Nur Alif bin Nur Azmi and Siti Nurul Izzah binti Muhammad Azahari. Also, presenting our next couple, Amirul Uzai Hakimi bin Fazli and his wife, Nur Fiza Rashika binti Muhammad Faris. And our special guest for today, Nur Zunaira binti Afika binti Bisri, relationship specialist from University Utara Malaysia. Welcome, panels. Hope you all was in a pink of health. And with me, Puteri, the chairperson of the day. So, without further ado, let's begin our forum. Madam Nuriza, I wonder, what is the main element regarding husband should bring more money in the family?
Okay, first of all, thank you to our respective moderator, Putri Nurlain. So, my name is Siti Nurliza. I am Mr. Alif's wife. So, to start our forum, let me explain to all of you why husbands should bring most money to the family. Okay, this is because women are imbalanced in terms of health. We do have a monthly period, and as we know that period pain is very unbearable, right? And then not only that, women also get pregnant, and during that their pregnancy time, they will need to go to the hospital or clinics to get their monthly checkup, and then sometimes they also do get bleeding. So uh, in this case, I think wife should be able to get their full rest during these particular days. Okay, according to Rindell's 2015, if the wife or when the wife get pregnant or uh, period, then there should be a necessary break in employment. So, how women supposed to get money for their family if they cannot be able to work all the time? There are also some women that do not risk themselves going out working, and they just stay at home being a full-time housewife. Um, or sometimes they being a full-time housewife, but they just do a small online business. Am I right, Mr. Nur Alif? What is your opinion about this matter?
Thank you, Iza. In my opinion, some certain women can still go to work if pregnant. Mayo Clinic 2021 said most women can continue working during pregnancy, but need to understand how to alleviate common pregnancy discomfort. Hence, some of them desire to go to work, even though their husband doesn't allow them to do so. That's my opinion. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe you do not agree with my previous point, but I assure this time you will. Okay. We are also aware that men also have their own ego, right? So, men tend to always think that they are superior than women, which same goes to our case right now, which happened to husband and wife. And for Trell 2019 also had mentioned in his writing saying that when wives earn more than husband, some men just couldn't handle it because maybe they think that their dignity is being trampled by their wife. Besides that, I have my own personal experience that happened to my own brother, which he get married to um, get married to his wife that has a higher income than him. And then he literally told my mother that he said that he is quite upset about this matter. And then he said that my salary should be higher than my wife because this is the only way to make her respect me as the head of the family. Okay, so what does my brother do? He find another job, another side job just to gain more money to his family. So this is really show that men should prove themselves by being the breadwinner for the family. If they want to win their such ego, am I right, Mr. Uzai? Do you agree with me?
Okay, thank you, Puan Iza. At some points, I agree with you that some men that have kind that ego, but at some point I cannot agree with you because um, we cannot blame all men that have that kind of ego because it is wrong to be stereotyped to other genders, and not all men are egotistical, and men should also be treated as same as a woman. If men's ego should be brought to the table, there are many possible ways for the men to prove themselves and prove that they are better than women, such as I give, for example, sports. That we know that men have conquered in the sport industry since decades ago, and this have shown and opened the society's eyes that men have their own strengths in sport industry, and it's hard for a woman to beat up a men's record in any other men's sports activities. I give you another example such as Usain Bolt. Okay, he is a world record holder for 100 meters. That have been I think is about 8 to 10 years that he hold the records, and no one could beat them, uh, included a woman. So this means that men can prove their strength or their ego in such other ways. So we cannot treat them such like men should bring most money and they need to have a high monthly salary than women, because it is not a big issue or a main problem to this kind of problems. So I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Well, this is getting interesting. I am very impressed with the argument made by the gentleman. How about Madam Filza? Does husband role important in this issue?
Okay, thank you to our beloved moderator for today. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nurfiza Rashika, housewife to Mr. Amirul Uzai. According to the situation given, husband should bring most money to the households, and the husband role is really important in it. And I believe that it is true and agree with it. It is my view that every married man holds a very big title as a husband and a father. Men are known as a family leader, and therefore it is crucial for men to bring money to their household. This is because, according to the Pew Research Center, 71% of respondents believe that the making of a good husband is based on his ability to provide financially. Hence, in order for the husband to provide their family financially, they should be the breadwinner and bring most money rather than their wives. This means that whenever a man isn't earning more money than his wife, his other aspects of his role suffer as well. For instance, his integrity as a husband will lower, and wives will most likely to look down and disrespect them, and their self-esteem will decrease. And in fact, based on a study done by the University of Bath, marital quarrels increase when the wives earn more money than 40% of the household income. And I think that is all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Puan Fiza, for the points. Okay. But I need to add up some points, and because actually I know that in this family situation that husband and wife have been assigned according to their roles, but there is no need for us to stick with that to assign a gender role, because nowadays we live in a modern days that men and women are equal. There is no more or less for both of them. And if gender roles are still a things nowadays, that women would not have a place in the industry, it is because men will monopolize the institution, because according to the natural side of thing, that talented women would be oppressed because there is no place for them, as a woman should stay in the kitchen and be a housewife. So we can see that if we want to stick in as a gender, to assign a gender role for both husband and wife, then the woman should assign to be a housewife, and they need to take care of their children, and they need to cook or give us uh, food to their husband or their kids. And I know that men should find a job and give an income salary to their families and give a source to their wife and kids. But at some points I need to highlight is it's not a matter, because husband and wife should support each other, and they being together to support their family in order to keep a stable family incomes, and also give the best environment to their children in terms of studying, healthcare, and others. That's all for me. Thank you.
So I can see that you guys have been leading the conversation onto the personal spending, right? I can see that. So in terms of personal spending, I personally think it's not just personally; it's about the the research that has been made that actually husband should give wife some money of his own money, all right, for her own obligatory, for her own expenses. And it's all about responsibility. At the end of the day, it's all about responsibility. You are responsible enough to take care of your wife as she is to take care of. If you wisely manage your personal spendings. But as a husband, if your wife asks for another extra expenses, you should give to her. All right, because nowadays there's a lot of cases when you guys not you guys lah, it's a another person that have been through divorce. Most of them are actually engaging to personal spending where they thought of, oh, husband should spend more, women should spend more, or the wife should spend equally, they should spend equally. But it's actually, when we go deeper into the cases, it's actually because the wife intends to get prettier, day by day. I'm talking about the housewife. If they have if the wife have their own expenses, it's not that much issue, because usually the wife will use her own money to go to shopping, to dress up, because she has her own money, right? Why should be bothered by the husbands? But in terms of housewife here, usually when she asks for more, the husband started to questions. What would you do? You're just staying at home, But at the end of the day, the husband will argue, like, you don't dress up much. You just be at home wearing your, I don't know, batik or something from Terengganu that you bought before on your vacation, and you just stay in there, and it's kind of disturbing. And the husband started to, interrupting those kind of things when it's actually she has no income. She never had the chances to go out and earn her own money, So in terms of this kind of suggestion that husband should give the wife extra money for her to dress up, for her to be herself again, because when we as a married woman, we enters the marriage life, when we being a housewife, usually we care for others. We care more about others than us. So if you want your wife to dress up, so you have to give more, give more. I know that there's some marriage that you guys are not in a stable moment yet. There's a lot of future needs to be whole, but at the same time, be rational and be reasonable. What you want to see in your wife, you really have to show, and you have to really to give more. If you want to see more, then you have to give more, right? Then in terms of personal spending, it's actually define on how you want your relationship to be, how it's easier you want to get. Communication matter. So trust everything in a communication in terms of personal spending. Tell everything, the truth of how many salary you get, how much did you earn, how many that you want to save, put aside for your future or the current. So it's husband should be alert on this. The responsibility is there. I think you guys understand me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zunaira. It is interesting when we talk about money spending. But in my opinion, husband and wife both should prioritize family needs. Because what? Not everyone lives in luxuriously. Actually, husband can give his wife extra money as long as the household needs have been fulfilled. It is important to not only display interest, but also split financial responsibility as your individual skill. In my opinion, if you are good with investment, do not leave the house chores responsibility, but you split the task together. Let the task of earning and paying bills to the husband. That's all for me.
I'm sorry, and I beg to differ, Mr. Nur Alif. My suggestion is that wife is supposed to be at home doing house chores while the husband works to find money. This is because the wife has given birth to a child and needs to take care of her husband and the household, and the husband needs to respect all of that. And if she neglects all of that, there is possibility that her husband might leave her, right? In fact, based on the article by Vanoidi and Philibert W. 1992 that I found, if the wife works, the wife may gain little from the relationship since she can provide for her own economic needs, while the husband is unable to reciprocate for his gains. This proves even more that the wife should stay at home, and husband need to respect that. Therefore, wife can help by staying at home and taking care of all the other matters, such as looking after husband and children, doing house chores, prepare the meals for the family so that the family won't be in such a mess. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
I think Amir Ozai want to say something. I can sense from here. What say you, Amir Ozai?
I don't know. I think I can agree with that Fiza point because wife supposed to be at home and they need to be doing their house chores while the husband need to work to find money to be to give the sources and also to manage the family income. But we need to remember that, as I said in my previous point, that it is not too important that we need to assign each gender roles, because nowadays we need to support each other in terms of many things, to manage our incomes on our families, and also to give the best for our children. And in a marriage life, it's not a competition that who should bring the most monies, either the woman or the man. It's not a competition that we need to keep it as a nowadays culture. I know some of the family, they usually compete each other who has bring most money, who have the best income for their family. It is not good, because I think it might be gives some problems to the families and also to their children's future. So we better, as a husband and wife, and also the best to be the best parents, we should support each other and give the best for our children, for their futures, and also to educate them also in based on our experience. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
I do agree with both of you. I didn't say that one of you is wrong. Both of you are, I do believe that both of you are right. Both of you should maintain everything in the roles of in a relationship. You guys have to know better. Each of you have their own roles, and you guys have to practice more. If you are new, then practice more, because relationship is every day. You don't like live happily every day, right? So there's everything. There's everything needs to be improved each and every day. I guess we all have like the conclusion here, right, Putri?
Well, it's amazing. A hot topic with hot reasons and arguments. However, I believe we have the results. So, Madam Zunaira, is it true husband should bring more money?
So as we have listened to the arguments and discussions here, I do believe that all of us agree that husband and wife should bring more money. This is because when we're looking at the point as a personal spending, as the roles of the husband and wife, and how they are capable to, organize their own family and stuff, usually all of these matter. You have a tolerable, you have to be tolerate with your partner. You have to know how much you want to expend on things, and how you really want to drive your relationship towards how you want it to be, instead of to being in the future or the current. It's all on you, and you have to discuss, sit down, relax, sit down and talk about the things, especially when it comes to money. Money can be very devil into relationship. It can just ruin you in a minute, but at the same time, if you are being patient and then get through it with calm, everything can get settled. So take every point that we just discussed just now as an important elements to maintain your relationship becoming healthy and peaceful. Thank you, Putri.
Yes, I agree with Madam Zunaira. We control the money, not money control us. So, and definitely our panel for today have their own standpoint and opinions. So that's all for today. See you next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.